welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria and you can find me at @flowwithvictoria on Instagram. Today I'm going to be guiding you through a beginner sequence where I'll be teaching you the different types of warriors. There's warrior 1, 2, and 3. If you're a beginner, you might need some blocks, so grab something with some height, so you can even use books, anything with a little bit of height. And we're going to get started at the top of our mats. We're just going to start to warm up the body. So on your inhale, you're going to reach the arms up. You can have a slight bend into the knees. Open the chest, look up to the sky. And then exhale, you're going to fold all the way over the legs. You can bend the knees if you need. Inhale, you're going to reach the arms all the way up. Open the chest, look up to the sky. Exhale, you're going to fold all the way over. Let the head rest down. You can bend the knees as much as you need. One more time, inhale, let's reach the arms all the way up, open the chest. And then exhale, bring your hands into prayer and heart center. On your inhale, we're gonna reach the arms all the way up. Catch onto your left wrist with your right hand, lengthen and reach over towards your right side. Soften your shoulders down your back, maybe look up towards the left arm, take a deep breath here. Inhale, come back to center, release. Catch onto your right wrist with your left hand. Lengthen and reach towards the left side. Soften your shoulders down your back. Nice big stretch throughout your right. Take a deep breath. Inhale, come back to center. Reach both arms up and open the chest. Exhale, bring your hands into prayer and heart center. Soften your shoulders down your back. Inhale, reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, we fold over our legs. You can bend the knees as much as you need and place your hands down to the mat. You're going to step your feet towards the back of your mat, coming into your downward dog. So if you're a beginner, you can keep the knees deeply bent. This will just release some tension from the back of the legs, the hamstrings and calves. Try to lengthen the spine, push into your hands, and look towards the feet. To make sure you have the right distance for downward dog, you can just come forwards into a plank. You might need to walk the feet a little further back or forwards, and then come back into the downward dog. So you can do this a couple more times, just to ensure you have the right distance. One more time. If you've been practicing for a little longer and you feel comfortable, you can extend the legs out straight, send the hips a little further back, keep pushing into the hands. Inhale, look towards your hands and walk your way towards the top of your mat. Inhale, come up halfway, hands on your shins, flat back. And exhale, fold all the way over. Inhale, let's reach the arms all the way up, open up the chest. Exhale, hands come into prayer and heart center. Soften your shoulders down your back. Let's place our hands onto our waist and we're gonna get started right away with our warriors. So you're gonna ground your right foot down to the mat and step your left foot towards the back of your mat. So the left heel grounds down. You're gonna square off your hips towards the front of your mat. So pull the right hip back, left hip forwards. If this is too wide of a stance, you can always walk the back foot in a little closer. That's a modification right there. You're gonna keep that deep bend into your right knee and make sure that back edge of your left foot is grounded down to the mat. You wanna try to get the knee over the ankle. Good, so this is called Warrior 1 with the legs. And then to add the arms, you can either extend the arms out up to the sky, but if this is strenuous for your neck and shoulders in any way, you can bend the elbows and come into cactus arms. Sink down into the right knee. If you'd like to get a little bit more of a stretch into your back, you can open up the chest and look up to the sky. Breathe into it. Soften the shoulders down your back. Engaging the legs, strengthening the back, the thighs, even the lower leg, the calves. And then from here, you're gonna make your way into warrior two. So bring the hands onto the waist to get started. You're gonna step that left foot a little further back, and you want your toes to face towards the left side of your mat. You wanna keep that deep bend into your right knee. So you want it to stack over the ankle. Make sure your feet are in line, that back leg is straight. Sink down into the front knee, and then arms open up into a T position. So for a modification, you can walk that left foot in a little closer. You don't have to have as wide as a stance. Tuck in the tailbone, breathe into it. You want to keep the arms lifted at shoulder height. Soften the shoulders down the back. No tension in the neck. And then I'm going to guide you into exalted warrior. So place your left hand onto the back leg, right arm reaches back. So I like to sequence this pose just to get a little bit more of a full body stretch. And then inhale, come back to center. You're gonna place your right elbow onto your right thigh, left arm reaches up and over. So this is another great variation of warrior two. It's called extended side angle pose. As a beginner, you're more than welcome to stay here. This is a great pose for you. If you feel like you can come a little deeper, you have a bit more flexibility in the hips, you can grab a block, place it on whichever level feels most comfortable. So I will have the third, second, or first. Place the right foot onto the inside. Place the right hand onto the inside of the right foot. Continue to open the chest and reach the left arm forwards. Breathe into it. When you're ready to come out of it, you can release the block. Make your way back into your warrior two. Then we're slowly going to release out of our pose. Bring your hands onto your waist. Take as many steps as you need towards the top of your mat, and then just shake out your legs. Let's give our legs a little rest. Our warriors can be very challenging on the legs and hips. Let's take a little stretch. Inhale, reach the arms up. Open up. Exhale, fold all the way over. You can bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, let's reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need and fold. Inhale, let's reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come down into prayer, and then onto your waist. We're gonna come into our warriors on the other side. So step your feet towards the top of your mat, and then step your right foot towards the back of your mat. Ground that right heel down. If you need to bring that foot in a little closer, that's completely fine. Wherever feels comfortable for you. You want to keep that deep bend into the front knee. Pull your left hip back, right hip forwards. So you want to keep your hips square towards the front of the mat. I often see a lot of students keeping that left hip forwards, and that's kind of more of a warrior two. So for warrior one, we want to keep the hips square towards the front of the mat. Good. Keep sinking down into that front knee, and then when you're ready, you can reach the arms up or take cactus arms. So do whatever you did on the other side. Continue to sink down into that front knee. And you always have that variation to open up the chest and send the gaze up to the sky. Keep sinking down into your left knee, breathing into it. When you're ready, you're going to bring your hands onto your waist. Then we're going to make our way into warrior two on the left side. So you're going to step that right foot a little further back. Make sure your right toes are facing the right side of your mat. Arms open up into a T position. Soften your shoulders down your back. Palms face down. Look towards your left fingertips. You want to sink down into your left knee. Tuck in your tailbone. And keep the core strong and engaged. You want to keep the energy running down your arms and going down to your fingertips. So keep the arms energized and strong. And And then we're going to move into our exalted warrior. So place your right hand onto your back leg, left arm reaches back. Open up throughout your left side. Just getting a nice full body stretch. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. And then exhale, place your left elbow onto your left knee, right arm reaches up and over. Open up the chest. Again, you're more than welcome to stay here. If you feel like you have a bit more flexibility and you want to come deeper, you can grab your block and place it onto the inside of the left foot. So this side might be different. Maybe you're not able to come as deep, or maybe you can come even deeper. So just listen to your body and do what feels good for you. If you ever need to move out of a pose, you're also more than welcome to do that. We'll take one more deep breath here, keep reaching. Inhale, let's slowly come back to your warrior two. Exhale, let's bring our hands onto our waist. We'll take a little break. Step your right foot towards the top of your mat. Make sure you move the blocks off to the side. Let's just stay in mountain pose for a second. So arms come down beside you, palms face forwards. Roll your shoulders up and down your back. Stand up nice and tall, and you can just close your eyes. So we practiced warrior one, warrior two, and now what's left to practice is warrior three. So I would say this is probably the most challenging one out of the three, just because it's more of a balancing and strengthening pose. So it has the two components in there. The other two are mostly a stretch and strengthen. This is balancing, stretch, strengthen. So it's a bit more complicated. So for this, we're gonna grab our blocks and we're gonna place them at the top of our mat on the third level, so on the highest level. Let's place our hands down onto them. You're gonna ground your right foot down into the middle of your mat. Let's start by pointing our left toes back, and you can keep a bend into that right knee. Good, so our left toes are pointed back. From here, you're gonna begin to lift that left leg. You can start by just lifting it like 1 inch off the ground. But as you gain more flexibility and strength, let's see if you can lift that leg up to hip height. You want to flex that left foot so you're engaging that leg. And ideally you want both legs to be straight. Breathing into it. As you begin to gain your balance, you can bring one hand into prayer at a time. Remember to listen to your body, do what feels good for you. As you get more advanced in your practice, other arm variations would be to reach your arms back or forwards. And that's okay if you lose your balance. It's all part of the process. It's all part of growth and learning. And we'll hold here for about one more deep breath. Let's step the left foot back down beside the right. You can take a bend into the knees and just let the head rest down. Let's lift the upper body halfway, hands onto the blocks. That left foot is down in the middle of your mat, and then point the right toes back. Keep that bend into your left knee if you need. And then you're going to begin to lift the right foot off of the mat. So you can start by just lifting it 1 inch off the mat. And then maybe see if you can lift up to hip height. Maybe flex that right foot, keeping the leg engaged. See if you can extend both legs straight. And then maybe testing the balance and bringing the hands or one hand at a time into prayer. Do what you can, listen to the body. Keep that point of focus in front of you, something that's not moving. Let's bring the hands back down to the mat, bend back into that left knee, and step your right foot down beside the left. Take a fold, just let the head rest down, release the tension. blocks off towards the side. Step back into a downward dog. Push into the hands. And then bend the knees. Lower the knees down as wide as the mat. Uncurl the toes and sit back onto the heels. Releasing the back, the hips in child's pose. Take 3 slow, deep breaths here. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Release and breathe out through your mouth. Let's walk our hands beside the knees. Slowly begin to lift the upper body. Bring the knees together. And that concludes today's beginner sequence. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know.